Okay. Oops. Been a long time since I streamed. Okay. I think we're about ready now. Oh, goodness. Doesn't help that I've been ill since RPGLB break. But hey, okay, so here we go. This is going to be Secret of the Silver Blades. The third in the series, and the third speedrun in the series that I'm doing. The sequel to Curse of the Azure Bonds. Party's a little different for this game. We actually need a thief for the first time, so I have a fighter, magic user, thief. I hope I remembered to do that correctly. Yes, I did. And, I wonder... I actually forgot about that. We'll find out. Okay, so, let's go ahead and, let's just get started, shall we? So our party members have grown bored with adventure and suddenly get pulled by magic to this town in the north called New Verdigris. We plopped down by this well that was used to summon us, but we were summoned without our equipment. And then a dragon came in and took the well, and the people of the town had to run back to the town to save us. So they give us some money and equipment, not a lot, but we're very much... And then the rest, we don't need the scroll actually. We can use the house as a base of operations. First thing we're going to do, once again, we've got maxed out characters because we can, and it makes no sense not to in a speedrun. We need the fastest speed, and we're going to level Novice, which halves the hit points of everything, makes it easier to kill. That's just the kind of thing that speeds the game up. We need to come talk to this old man. Eventually he'll give us 2 items, including a Cloak of Disappearance, which is important. We don't need to go here. I went to the wrong door. That's an excellent start. I've run this on practice a couple of times, and, okay, can't do that yet. I'll need to keep coming back. He seems to, max out experience pretty quickly. So I was wondering if even getting this was enough. First, we need some equipment. Luckily, there are some nice people called Clerics of Bane and Black Circle Mages who are volunteering to, give us some good equipment. Okay, so Black Circle Mages are the ones who survived their fight with each other. They were so eager to give us stuff. We like that because they're easier to take out. Oh, I forgot to equip them. Hahaha. I also forgot to do magic, which is a wonderful way to start the thing. You can't do anything though anyway, you don't have enough equipment. Okay. Now it's done. Alright, and so I don't know what is magic or what is not. Okay, Jinx needs the necklace and the wand. Otherwise, the long swords, plate mails, and shields. Got that. Okay, we've got everything we can get for now. Oh, bracers, yes. Which bracers are better? I have no idea. Probably looks like they're both the same. Okay. Actually, yeah, we need to go this way. So the well has all these teleporters to it, and that's our main base of operations here. Now that we have seen the black circle, we can start fighting the black circle. Good, good, good. And you only have wands and stuff for now, but that's okay. Now we need to memorize our spells, the usual ones we want that are good in these games. A fireball and a haste, maybe lighting the later. Charm monsters is all I have for 4th level, which is pretty awful, but I'll get better ones. Amazing that I didn't take any hits with my naked characters. That's pretty handy. So now we need to go defenestrate Marcus. Marcus is a Black Circle mage who set up a magic shop, and he's convinced the people that they're fine, but we know that they're not, so... Let's see... I probably should have cast my haste spell before this, but that's okay. I'm going to cast Fireball instead. Now these BC Lords are pretty powerful. They all have magical armor as well, which is very handy for us because we get to steal it. Which is one of the reasons why doing this immediately. You're supposed to wait because again, the Black Circle is pretending to the town not to be important, but they're actually interested in freeing the boss, who's a lich who was sealed away by his brother hundreds of years ago, as you find out during the story. And but they've convinced the town that they are harmless, and they're trying to work towards freeing the lich. And if you leave them alone, they will continuously... He surrendered. Excellent. Longsword and shield. I think that she's got just fine stuff too, actually, but we'll take the rest for selling and such. Okay, so now... The other thing I forgot to memorize was Detect Magic, which I really don't even need anymore, because I needed it for that previous fight. Oh, I also need to memorize my Fireball spell. So if you leave them alone, they will begin to send assassins after you until you defenestrate Marcus, so coming in here gets rid of that important thing. Boom, we take some heavy damage from a trap that was laid. You can't do anything about it, it's a magic symbol. He teleports away and leaves these monsters in charge. And I should have saved before this, because this is a potentially very, very deadly fight. No. I'm going to use the Wand of Ice Storm so I can damage the fire giants as well. Okay, because Medusa can turn you to stone by gazes, cockatrices can turn you to stone by attacking you. When they're gone, the giants can do damage, but they're not that dangerous otherwise. Rangers do a huge amount of damage to giants, so... Okay, now we can go ahead and detect. Mage scrolls, hammer, cleric scrolls, arrows. Bob can take arrows because he's going to be doing damage. Believe it or not, these names that I've given are the names, the first 5 are the names of my nephews and niece. And the last character is, since I don't have any other children in the family close enough to me, that's the name of my best friend / effective brother for all my life, more than 30 years now, since I was 5 years old. Okay, did I cast any spells? No. Oh, I forgot to have the cleric memorize spells, no wonder it's taking forever. Now, the controls that they changed around in this game make it a little bit trickier to be doing things, but it's fine. So now, once we kill the assassins in here, no assassins will be sent after us, but after a short amount of time, such a thing would happen. So it's the thing in the game you're supposed to do, but not actually for a little bit yet. Oh, jeez. So that happens. They do have poisoned weapons, and so there's an odd chance they can hit you, and poison can take effect, and you can fail the saving throw and die. That's super awesome. Some of these menus you can't use auto just letter quick things either, so luckily I saved right before that fight. which makes this slightly trickier to maneuver than the previous games. Everything had a shortcut in the menus. I need to do one more over so I could get the other one. Okay, there we go. That's how that fight is supposed to go. And with that, Marcus is defenestrated. And now the groundspeople take over his shop, and they actually make everything cheaper for us as well. Now I need to figure out what is valuable. Longsword +2. You get so much of it early on that it's hard to memorize what exactly is what. So he has +2 everything. Only had ordinary plate mail, now he's got magic. Whoops. So let's play mode, but that's okay, I've got more of it on Alex. Alex is going to get a bow before too long, which is why I built him as a bow user. Okay, bracers of armor class 6 and armor class 6. Wand of Ice Storm, necklace, longsword +2, shield +1, that's the best he can do. He needs bracers, not plate mail, because he needs to use his thief skills a little bit. Okay, cool. We're gonna buy him a wand of magic missiles to use up most of our money. And then we're going to buy a bunch of magic arrows, mostly for later. So many because I have too many of these guys. I don't need any more money though, actually, so I'm just going to drop it all. In this, you don't have to pay money to level up, which is a change from the previous 2 games. The people of New Verdigris have trainers who will train you. You have to be a special profession to train people, apparently. I'm buying everybody arrows, mostly just so that I can trade them to the 2 people who will need the arrows. Because I'm only going to get 3 good bows in the game, but it's more than we got in Curse of the Azure Bonds, and they are going to be very useful, especially the final magic bow I get. We'll get there when we get there. Okay, 248, which might be enough to do me for most of the game. Okay. Now, I still have too much money and I'm a bit encumbered, but that's okay. I'm gonna buy more arrows later, likely to just use up some more money. So now, I need to liberate the well from the dragon that's taken it over. Oh, and I also totally forgot that I need to... Oh good, he gave me one of his items, the scroll. I don't need that. Takes too long to get. I also need to train because I did a lot. Now, interestingly, he didn't go over. Oh well. His spells as a ranger are not very useful. They're not the reason that I get the effect. Ranger has a bunch of uses, the most important being that he helps prevent surprise and give us surprise rounds, so that means that we will get to go first. Very important against all these spell users and stuff, who, especially with the lower hit points, we will kill very quickly, but who will potentially do a lot of damage to us. Dragons, believe it or not, are not immune to fire, even though they're red dragons. Just a thing of first edition D&D, but Ice Storm still works better. Now we have to fight slightly bigger dragons. So that was my first wand gone. I'm going to be using up the wands on him quite a bit. Unlike in Curse of the Azure Bond, so it's not really worth the time to multiply these out and use them. Goodness. Jeez. This is awful. I want to try and kill them before they have a chance to use their breath weapons, and I not only did not, now I have to use 2 blasts of my Ice Storm. Sorry, Joe. Okay. And that was a powerful one, too. Sheesh. That was stupid. Okay, big guy. Hopefully he won't get anything done. The Well of Knowledge is here. You can give it gems and it'll give you clues on how to proceed. Obviously, we're not going to bother with that during the speedrun for multiple reasons. Okay, good. He went down fast. Better bracers. Here's our first bow for Bob, and a potion for Joe to keep hold of for now. That's the well liberated. So the gem pushes out. Now the well is a totally safe place, as well as a way station we can teleport to constantly. Did I end up using any of my spells? I used Fireball earlier and forgot to memorize it. In this game, I'm not good at remembering when I'm supposed to use my buff spells, which shows I don't really need them, but they can really help out. A Bless and a Prayer may have allowed me to hit those dragons, for instance, although I wouldn't have used it before that fight anyway. Now, I need to go back to town. He often talks to you when you arrive. He's actually was in Curse of the Azure Bonds. He was the boss we were pressing in PM. Oh, the Cloak of Displacement. Good, that's what I want. Okay, that's basically just 2 extra armor class to everybody who wears it. Oops. Okay, let's see if we can train it all. Fighters reach level 9, which is good. Cleric doesn't level up, and Jinx doesn't gain any levels yet. I will be multiplying stuff later on using the duplication glitch, but not yet. Bracers armor class 4, excellent. Now we're gonna have him and the potion. Potion of speed, okay. We have even more money now. Okay, Jinx. And we're going to actually go ahead and drop all of his platinum. To get rid of some. Good, again, we just are going to have too many. Alright, now we need, there's a key item in the ruins, and I can't remember if anything tells you about it, but you can't proceed in the game until you find it. So it's super lovely that you have to go through this maze of thing. I think if you explore enough and listen to enough Tavern Tales, you'll just find like a map pointing you to it, obviously showing that it's important. These things usually are not super dangerous for most of my characters, so this is what I want the Wand of Magic Missiles for. Just largely a little quick encounters like this. This is actually one of the worst ones here, but come on, really. Especially until I get a bow, I need my mage to be largely just using all of these effects rather than charging into combat. Among the most important thing is that his hit points are not great. Okay, so that puts me here. Okay, good. I know where I'm at. The worst part about random encounters is remembering where I am in this maze-like area. I have a map that I'm looking at, but it's sometimes hard to... Here, Okay, I'm there. Rocks fall from the shard. Well, sometimes do damage to us. Very annoying. So this used to be a prosperous mining town ruled by two brothers. That's a door that's on the map that doesn't exist, so I have to go around. One was a paladin and one was a mage, and when the mage got old, he got really obsessed with dying and just wanted to outlive... Ooh, a dragon. That's not good. Good. Take him out. So he researched immortality and became a lich, and then started a big war with his brother, who, of course, you know, didn't want him to turn into an evil wizard. An evil undead wizard. But, you know, unfortunately it happened. So they had a big war, and the town was destroyed. Now, people have returned and started to resettle it. But the glacier that the lich was sealed into at the end of the battle is starting to melt, and his creatures are starting to come to life, and all this other stuff is beginning to happen. So now they need a champion because they didn't have one. Here's another dragon for us to defeat. I'm going to cast one of my magic missiles, which may do a bit more damage. 15, good. Okay, excellent. Good fight. Let's see. The thing's good there. The ring is invisibility, which is going to the cleric for now, and another cloak of displacement, which Joe will go ahead and equip for now. Yep, it is slightly better played now. I think the longsword's the same though, just a +2. Also find an amulet, and a glowing gateway stands here, so now we're in the well again. So now with this in hand, we can go after the black circle. That is fine. So this is a kind of optional dungeon, which takes a little bit of time, but it gives us a very, very powerful item that will be of use for the entire part, well, later on the entire party after I multiply it, for the entire game. I don't multiply it immediately, though, because I want to do it later on, and it's not quite as necessary at this point in the game. Also, there are guards and patrols of Black Circle that will appear in other places, like the ruins of the dungeon, if you don't do this portion of the game. Okay, now I really need to use my wands and such for all they are worth. Good. This is one of the more dangerous areas of the game because of all the mages we have to fight. Like, it's not really danger of killing us, but it is danger of... I don't know that I need this map so much, but just in case, I should have it up. More guards here. Luckily, there are no, that I remember seeing, random encounters in this game. I didn't need to end my quick combat, though. I could actually leave it on. Darn, I won't quite get on, but that guy's close to the surface, so... Okay, that was fine. And now we fight the commander, we get to take his key. Alright. Now we need to come in here to go deeper in. There's a couple of other rooms I could go to as well that have loot and stuff, but they're not worth taking. The commander doesn't... Does he have anything useful? I don't think he does. 4 random magic items, yeah. Well, it's gems and jewelry, which don't actually take up any space. Mage scroll, longsword, dart. Probably not worth it then, because I already have longswords +2, which is usually better than anything they will have. Okay. I'll have to. I've not been using my spells, which is fine. I actually ought to be trying with my mage, probably, or my cleric, to at least a whole person. See, so many of these areas have portals back to the well. Now they're threatening us, and another person we know. Okay, there we go. We take a small amount of damage if we don't dispel that. It's kind of annoying, but not a big deal. It's not as big as, like, Marx's thing. I think it's actually faster, probably, to threaten her, but I can never stand to do that, even when I'm speedrunning. Mages and soldiers pop into the room and attack. Okay, I did damage to him, so... Okay, gonna use my other wand, then. Whoops. To do damage to that guy, guaranteed. They're all too close otherwise to, Jeez. Yeah, take him out, guaranteed. Excellent. Okay, let's use Necklace. I'll hit all but one. That's good. Oh well, it did what it needed to do. God, taking damage. Okay, Joe is taking a lot of damage. A bunch of scrolls we don't need. There's an illusion of a bunch of monsters, but we hold our ground and instead they charge us, and you're going the wrong way. Darn, using that spell here was not the correct play, actually. Punch him. Good. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. More guards here, and this is a really annoying, nasty spot. That's going to hit poor Joe, who's already down in hit points. Oh well. I'm gonna need to use all my spells on him. Yeah, he glowed invulnerability, okay. Oh, he cast it as well. Okay, that's good. Fine. Globe of Invulnerability does not protect against Ice Storm. Okay. One of the nastier fights done there. Yep, you can't rest here. Which is why I saved it. I was hoping. That's okay. Very involved in it, so I didn't even notice that I got my first wave. Hello, Disrupt Bro. Okay, so let's go ahead and just cast our healing spells. 14 is not great. 15 is better for Cure Serious. Okay, we'll go with that for now. I'll have to rememorize those when I get a chance. Here's the last of these guards. Only a couple fights left now, luckily. That's bad. Double bad. Triple bad. I can't believe he missed with both his attacks. Worst possible luck you could get. I could have attacked him, but I quit. Because I thought he was Jinx the Mage for a second. Okay, now we have a bunch of hatchlings that we have to get. You'd think we're in Dragonlance now with the number of things. Hi, Nightwind Song. Welcome to the world premiere. The Secret of Silverblade speedrun. You get attacked every time you move inside this room until you clear out the group back there, so that's what we're going to be doing. Too close now for that tiny little group. Excellent. Okay. Now we need to cast our real spells. Blessed Prayer, Haste. And save the game, because this can be a really nasty fight against the final Black Circle forces. Of course, a really awesome necklace right when I need it. Excellent. Okay, just going to go ahead and let you... Oops. Ouch. Okay, that's that. We took some damage, but luckily we have a lot of hit points. They actually have some good items I need to get, including... They mostly just have gems, so... Okay, wand, bracers, and girdle. That's what's really important. Girdle is going to Alex for now. That's girdle of Cloud Giant Strength, 23 Strength. These bracers are better than those bracers, just barely. And now there's a portal, so I can go home to the well. And that's the Black Circle butchered. Now I need to go to the dungeon. Find the map. Magic missiles, fireball haste. I need to go back to town and train up. Before that, though, I gained a lot of experience. Alright, so, south is fine, because that's the one I need to go into to go to town. I was expecting Mayor to talk to me again. Okay, now I can learn a real 4th level spell, Ice Storm. Theoretically, spells like Charm can be extremely powerful, but they're unreliable, so especially in a speedrun I tend not to use them. I'd rather just have guaranteed damage. Okay. I need to get to the mines and secure the temple. Is this faster? It might be. Here's our group of Bay Knights. Can't use my bow in these confines. This is a worse formation than what I went in my 2 learning practice runs. And that's what I was really worried about. Yep. Okay, it's not like the worst thing, but still. I saved fairly recently, so... Okay, the formation's much better the other way, good to know. Alright. Good. Nah. Use the wand. I forgot to identify that wand. I need to go do that sometime. I'm pretty sure it's a wand of Ice Storm, though, or maybe it's, magic missiles, doesn't matter much. Not too far that way. We've reached the temple level. Whoops. I am not doing my directions right. Not paying attention where my direction is. You have to go south here. Okay. Alright, so here's the Temple of Tyr, just above the dungeon mines, and it still is protected by holiness. There's a hidden base over here, and a hidden wall with a cache of weapons, which the things I'm interested in are 2+3 shields for my 2 main fighters, a bunch of potions for Joe, bracers. I can't remember if they're better than the ones I've got, but I'm not. Find out. Looks like they're exactly the same. They're actually worse. Okay. They're armor class 4, not armor class 3. The rest of the weapons are just kind of weapons, but I have the best real weapons in the game. Now we need to talk to the old priest to learn about the staff and get the Oswolf. Alright, and then after we bring the entire thing here, we go back to him. Oh, and going to see if I can train again by going back to the well. 3-3, that's very excellent. That's just right here. Okay, nobody's prepared for advancement yet. Eventually I'll get, when I get enough experience to level up, pretty much memorized. Invisibility isn't useful, that is useful for when I'm taking damage. Okay, so I have 2+3s and 2+2s. 3+2s, in fact, so I only need one more +2 shield. Ah, that's the lightning wand, that's right. Okay, good. I love how you can rest anywhere in here, even in the middle of a shop. The people of Verdigris see you as their heroes, and they'll let you do anything you like, pretty much. They're a pretty crazy bunch, especially after you win the game. Okay, that was Temple Skewered. Which theoretically is done after I defeat the Minotaurs, but... Okay. Now we need to go to the dungeon levels. Or the mines, rather. Totally different. Okay. Level 1, I need to go east for level 1. Now, most of there are random encounters here. We can avoid them by fleeing, which pushes us back a step and makes the encounter disappear, which is nice. So we don't really have to worry about them in here. But, yeah, I need to go north. I need to go west here, and that's it. There are some set encounters of Umber Hulks, though, that appear. And I think occasionally some of them are random. Oh. So that causes confusion, which usually is they do nothing, but sometimes... You can usually rest in here, too, without too much difficulty. Speaking of which, I need to do that. And, of course, he got taken out. She went berserk and attacked us, luckily didn't hit. Okay, 3 magic missiles and 2 fireballs memorized. Okay. The areas get less forgiving as you go down the, as you increase the... Once you finally get to, the final crevices right before the final dungeon, the, okay, there's our second composite longbow. 20 arrows that I never use. This is plate mail +3, a longsword +3, and a shield +3. So we want those for you, and Nick's shield will go to CJ. The ring of fire resistance, so sure, whatever. Anybody can use that. I think everyone has +2 shields actually now. Yep, okay. Okay, so each level of the dungeon has one staff on it, which there's or each level of the mines. The mines are pretty big, and so the maps take up a lot of space and such, but luckily each one in the clue book maps here that I use for this to maneuver so quickly have 1-1 is, or 11 essentially is the item on the first floor, 21 is the one on the second floor, etc. So it's not too hard to figure out where things are. Now this level is one of the reasons I have a thief. Avoid the trapdoor. If you don't have a thief, you have to search to find that, which takes a little bit of extra time. And the second thing is actually also on this floor. There are a couple of other places where the thief is actually useful in this game. Unfortunately, except for doing traps and stuff, thieves are extremely bad, and just not all that useful. So this game I can get a little bit by having I forgot to equip that ring of invisibility. That would actually help out matters. Oh, she went off of auto because she was in Sorcered as well. I forgot about that because she went confused. Kind of just a weird effect. So this is 21. So now Jinx will disarm the trap, and we found treasure. If you don't disarm it, you don't get the treasure, which isn't a hugely bad thing, but the Wand of Fireballs is nice. Elixir of Youth is kind of nice. It would be more if I did. The others aren't necessary. So now I can use, now that I've got an extra thing of fireballs, I can use them a little more freely. Where am I now? Okay, I'm in the right place, yeah. You avoid the trapdoor. Okay, now level 3 unfortunately is wrong in the map, so I had to look up one online. Luckily it's easy to remember what it is. You go north until an east part opens up, then you keep just heading straight east, ignoring every other way. Come across a wyvern's lair, attack the wyverns. It's wyverns, which is how you get wyverns. Wyverns are wimpy, wyverns are wise. I don't get how some people... Oh, golly, you have too much money and stuff? What have you got? Holy cow. Okay. I don't know how you got that much money. Must have been from one of these other things. Eventually we'll be able to carry a lot more money, but it's not going to be that useful. I should have saved before this battle because wyverns are supremely dangerous. Okay, let's see. Another potion. The ring here, I can't remember what the ring is, probably for you. Boots are boots of speed, which are really nice. That doubles your movement speed, which makes it easier for your auto-attack people to track down. And we get more experience for finding the Staff of Olaf. Oswulf. Oswulf the Paladin. Now we just go back west until we can't go west anymore. Yep. Okay, that was 3, now we're on 4. 4, I need to go south? Yes, south. Conveniently, I'm already going south. Actually, this is one of the more complicated ways here. Yeah, we'll see a lot of Umberhulks down here. You don't even go into the room here is the crazy thing. You just come and take another ring. Can't remember which of these rings he wants, but that's one of them. Yeah, luckily we dispatched them quick enough that usually no more than one character gets affected by the confusion. And the battle, if we manage to kill them all, they might get in one attack against us while confused before the thing ends. But okay, now we need to go north again, conveniently. Flee the group of monsters so we don't have to fight them. Okay, get ready for more Umberhulks. Their squinty little eyes. Gaze didn't work. Good. They can only gaze if they start in melee next to a character. If they have to run in, they don't get to use it. This is a pretty big group, so let's throw a fireball. Good. Neat. Whoops. Oh, they're all dead. Jeez. What was I paying attention to? Because of that, I blasted my own guy. I can't reach them. Why? Because they weren't there. Alright, so here is our treasure. All worthless. Found a piece of the Staff of Oswald. Yes, just let us sleep. Okay, level 6 is the fun level. We first have to deal with the tribe of lizard men, who are way outmatched by us. We bash through the barricade by bribing. I don't know how that works, but it does. Okay, darn. We've got one in melee, so I have to take it out first. Alright, let's... I've used my necklace of missiles up, so I guess we'll have to use the wand of fireballs. I need to memorize all my fireballs again, because there's a lot here that'd be good to... Well, actually the weaker fireballs are probably, from the wand, are probably fine. These things have such low hit points, there's just a lot of them. Alright. And actually now... Oh no. Come on. There we go. That's it. Okay, so yes. I'm actually a little bit lost right now. I think I went the wrong way. I encountered number hooks I didn't need to. Yep. Am I? Okay, this is a rough fight we don't need. Yeah, I didn't need to go that way. More lizard man patrols. Got to use the wand. Now, because of the terrain, this group is highly compressed. Like, all these groups are supposed to be huge, but even though this is a tunnel entrance, it counts as a wall on the battle map, which is just a side effect. Makes that a very, very small fight. I wish that they were all right up against the tunnel entrances instead of being in the open like that one. I should probably be killing the snakes because they can theoretically poison us, but these monsters are also weak and useless. Oh, it'll go all but one anyway. Excellent. Okay, there really isn't any good talking, unfortunately, so we're forced to... One of these days during this, because I'm not saving before these battles with the giant snakes, I'm gonna get poisoned and killed by them. Good old first edition. I think you could reflect their gazes in the older editions. It's been a while, though. You would think they'd be immune, though, because, among other things, that also just, you know, it's effective. How do they live with each other if they can't? Although by the same token, basilisks and Medusa should operate the same way. Okay, another necklace for Jinx will be more fireballs, which is good. And now we bust open this box, and this lady comes out. She's the last member of the Silver Blades, which were Oswald's fighting force. She is going to be extremely valuable to the party for quite a little bit now. Especially on the next level of the dungeon, she is going to be essential. Okay, save the game so I don't lose any progress. Yeah, there are lots of them in this edition. There are only some monsters that are immune to their own element, kind of thing, like dragons are not, and only giants are for some reason. Hellhounds also are not immune to fire. Umberholts. This is a big party if I remember right. Vala's going to be useless for this battle since she's back here, but I need her back there for reasons. Yeah, I want to use a fireball for this. There are actually a lot of these guys. Still won't hit all of them though. Let's hit all the ones in the back at least. Alright, good job, Val. Alright. That's that group of Umber Hulks. Should be... No, that isn't going to be the last of the Umber Hulks. We're going to have some more, a lot more on the final level. Right here, too, I think. Okay. Bracers. Let's see. A Wand of Lightning, Ring of Wizardry, Wand of Paralysis, and Ice Storm. I don't need that one. A couple more potions. Now, I think Umber Hulks. Yes, Umber Hulks. Attack is here. Yeah, Thaco's a weird thing. I kind of understand the hate for it, but I was used to it because I grew up with it as well. It definitely was. It's a lot more reasonable to have increasingly large numbers be good, rather than randomly ones are bad. But you know, whatever. Even Thaco was an improvement over first edition, though, which actually pure first edition used the wonder of just tables, which acted pretty much the same as Thaco, but mostly mattered only in very extreme situations. Like a first level mage didn't have a 31 to hit a -10 armor class. They, you know, it capped at 26, but it's like, you know, what difference does it actually make? It's still, there's no way to get that number to below 20 besides well, it's just not going to happen. With the kind of magic you'd need for it is beyond insane. You'd never get it at that level. Okay, 8th level, I need to go. First, I actually have to visit two things down here. Okay, south first, then north. More Umber Hulks. Oh yeah, we fight a bunch of Umber Hulks on this level. Maybe I should have used the necklace. It's kind of short range. Oh well, it's good enough. And very weak. Oh dear. Of course. Oh god, what a powerful one. Whew. Before anything bad could happen. Alright. The Ring of Tyr that we got from the priest lets us get into here. We get a chest. Banded Mail plus 5 is very important. So is Longsword versus Giants, and a third Cloak of Displacement. I'm actually not going to worry about that Plate Mail plus 3. Longsword versus Giants is a specialty item, but very important. Now I need to return to the temple. Takes longer to load if they're in melee because you have to get the picture. Oh, it's south, not north. I knew that. Now Vala reunites with the dwarf. They knew each other. Yeah, if we record the conversation. He repairs the staff for us. Congratulations, party gains experience. Time to go home. And is that it? I think that's it. Cone of Cold, which I almost never use, but, you know, just in case. Well, it actually levels up. Okay. Alright. Next, that staff assembled as well. Okay, boots, banded mail, cloak, girdle. Yes, that's the items I want to multiply, so... Okay, those three have cloaks already, so Bob needs a cloak. And mail to Joe. Okay, now we remove bags, overwrite him, save the game to C. And now add bags back in. And that actually is convenient. Now I don't need to worry about cloaks anymore. Okay. Let's see. Bob already has a cloak, so Sarah needs a cloak. Vala needs a cloak. I'll need one more cloak multiplied. The rest of these go to CJ and to Bob. Remove him from the party, overwrite him, save him C. Add him back into the party. Alex. one more cloak to trade away. And I only need 3 more of the other items. That's silly. Okay. Oh, I didn't need the other banded mail because he can't really use it and do his thief stuff, so that's fine. Oh, blast. She has the wands and I can't get them back from her. Well, that's unfortunate. And the ring. Oh well. You can't take items from NPCs to prevent you from looting them and then doing it. Unless I let her go unconscious, then I could, I guess, but oh well. Okay. Alright, now we're set. Sort of. Unfortunately, I lost out on some things, but it happens. Alright, taking my Cone of Cold spell. She can memorize. More Cure Wounds, so I can fix faster. Giant Strength don't need any more. Don't really need potions of speed either, since I can cast Haste spell. Haste spell stacks with Boots of Speed, so I'll have 48 movement for those wonderful times that I use Haste. If I remember to use Haste. I'll be giving her a bow in a little bit, but for now, she wouldn't have room for the other wands anyway. I still have 4 wands, so I guess I'm okay. One of those was just paralysis anyway. Okay, let's go ahead and buy you some arrows for that. Okay, and that should be enough arrows for her for the rest of the game once she starts using them. You have 184, let's buy you another set. And that ought to be enough for you for the rest of the game. And I shouldn't need to pick up any more platinum. Although I shouldn't be weighed down by it anymore either, now that I have 23 strengths. I can carry like 4,000. Alright, now I need to go into the dungeon, which is going to be slightly trickier. Okay, time to put Vala up front. And go off of auto combat. Because she's going to be my meat shield charging forward tank. But it's okay, she's actually going to be doing that because she can survive. Because the 9th level of the dungeon, they throw one thing at you. 2 things really, but they do the same thing. Alright, level 8. You can't go to level 9, they've got a force field set up, and so it's impenetrable, so the way around it is actually to... I don't think I went to 8. I am on level 8. That doesn't match up. Oh, I thought I was starting at a totally different place than where I was starting. Now I understand where I am. Okay, I swear I know what I'm doing. Okay, more Umber Hulks. Hello, Umber Hulks. This is our next to last battle with Umber Hulks. Thank goodness. Yeah, you can't reflect gazes of Umber Hulks, though. Oh, there is only one left? Oh well. Not anymore. So we enter this malfunctioning teleporter, and we're teleported to 9. We take a lot of damage, and some Umber Hulks attack us while we're trying to recover from that. They look hungry. Yeah, so I don't need that ring, so I can drop it. I could use invisibility ring now, actually, but oh well. Oh, jeez. Vala starts high enough level to get 2 fighter attacks around permanently, which is pretty nice. And she's a female, so in first edition, that means that she can't, which most of these rules are based on first edition. It has a couple of weird second edition things like Thaco, but Thaco, Thaco, however you pronounce it. But most of it's first edition, so females actually are, for no particularly good reason, worse than males, except physically. They are usually smaller, but the max is less as well, which is ridiculous. So they don't get any kind of stat bonuses to make up for the fact that they have minimum strength. So normally you wouldn't make your own characters like that. Luckily we have whoops. I did the wrong thing. That was not a random encounter, that was the encounter I was supposed to take. Okay, that's okay though. Where's my... Oh, I must have used up my wand of fireballs. Too bad. Let's see. Yeah, there's good reason to, especially since even 2nd edition, they got rid of all those too, so. Let's see, now we go to the basement level of the mine, which will go into the dungeon. And now we are going to make use of Vala. Because we have all of these, Medusa and basilisks here, which is, But fortunately, Vala comes with a silver shield, which basically acts like a, if you have a mirror equipped in the game. So it reflects all gazes from Medusa and basilisks. So by allowing her to charge forward for me and we'll be fighting them constantly throughout this section, so having her to do this for me is very convenient. Yeah, she's going to be taking damage here. Sorry, Vala. Luckily, AoE spells do not trigger. If you attack your allies, any of your allies, all of your hirelings and NPC companions will actually turn on you and permanently leave the party. Luckily, friendly fire from spells is not affected by that. They're actually making their saving throws. Usually I get quite a few of them with their own gazes. It's quite hilarious. Yes, I am playing the GOG version of these games. If you want to play them now, it's definitely the best way to do it. Yay, Basilisk turned itself to stone. It removes all the copyright protection, which makes the game a lot more convenient. And it also, let's see, I'm actually going to cast one of my fireballs so I have more range. It's very convenient having that installed, and it has it running perfectly at a perfectly good speed for it. Not too outrageously fast, but definitely faster than what you would normally. Just has a good set number for clocked down to be manageable, but still be fast. And of course, I'm playing on the fastest speed, but there are 9 speed settings you can play with as well. Yeah, Bard's Tale. Questron's familiar too. We had it, but I don't think I played that one when I was a kid. Charge! I didn't need to delay the archer. Centipedes, this is one of the hilarious ones. Oh, but it's very bad that Vala didn't go before these characters. Again, Centipedes, a first-level creature that can be super devastating because they have a poison attack. So if they hit and you fail your saving throw, you just die. Good old first edition poison. I played a lot of SSI games. Besides this one, I also played Wizard's Crown, so I'm not sure why I never played Questron. Maybe it looked too intimidating, or maybe it was just on the wrong system. My dad had it, but not for the ones that I was mostly playing. Who knows? But yeah, SSI made a lot of great role-playing games in the mid-'80s. Okay, we're all done. Good. Okay, that fight went pretty badly. That's okay. Good, good. Yes, go forward, Vala. Charge, charge. That'll get them all. All the ones up to the bottom, at least. Oh, yay, a nicely crappy one. I really should be saving this, though, because of poisonous spiders. Much better fireball. And luckily, once again, their gazes can't be used if they don't start close enough to use them. Who was with there? Wand of Ice Storm. Phase spiders now instead of giant spiders. Okay. Should be one more of these groups left. That's a random encounter, even though it looks like a normal one because of being Medusas. And this is where the huge group of Medusas are. Too close, maybe? I've already... I'm just gonna use the bow so I'm safe. All of what I have left are, since I didn't get another fireball, are kind of short range. Oh, I can't see back there from here, but without my fireballs memorized. Oh, thank goodness. Now we're clearing them out. Now, of course, bows do not give strength bonus, so having a 23 strength does not increase my damage with the bows. But that's going to be changing soon for at least one character. Okay, here's the entrance to the dungeon. Once again. Come on, Bala. Darn it. Okay, well, thanks for that. I don't think I saved before that battle either, so I'm gonna have to take at least one more. That was a really bad turn order. Yes, they do come with the clue books, which I use extensively to know where I'm going. I've got Curse of the Azure Bonds and Pool of Radiance down, that I don't need them anymore for speedrunning, but yep, this is the... So I have to redo this group again. Very inconvenient. Yeah, it has DOSBox connected to it automatically, so you just load up the program and it loads it with DOSBox set at the right speed. It is pretty awesome. I cannot speak highly enough of it. You can get all 4 of these games, Treasures of the Savage Frontier and Gateway of the Savage Frontier, which they should be in reverse order. Treasures is the sequel to Savage. The 3 Kryn games, the Dragonlance ones, Champions of Kryn, Death Knight of Kryn, and Dark Queen of Kryn. Also the Eye of the Beholder series, and several of those other similar ones at the time. A lot of them are available in bundles too. You get like these 4 Unlimited Adventures as well, which was the kind of Neverwinter Nights-ish first. Okay, let's save the game now, so in case I get a bad turn again. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and cast my spells. There we go. 4 attacks. That's fine. That's pretty impressive. Of course, until I started speedrunning them recently, it had been years since I had played these games, so... Okay, now... Jeez. Super weak and windy. Isn't actually what I wanted. Nice thing is I can still use my... Oh, don't have necklace anymore, so... Let's see if I can hit anything with the Ice Storm Wand. Can't quite hit them, but that'll do. Oh, the Medusa at least. Okay, so nothing can stone me this turn. Alright, there we go. Okay, now the dungeon. I have to collect 3 keys in here, and I have to make it through. Okay, last group of Medusa I'm going to have to deal with in a little while is here. And it's done. Good. I'll shoot the Driders. So now I can stick Vala in the back after this next fight. Protect the portal! Yes, do protect the portal, or not. I should have used a spell. Because I forgot that Driders can cast too. I've been killing them so often recently. Did actually do anything at all? Oh well, this fight's almost over. Okay, now, this is where things get interesting. Bob wants this fine longbow. None of those other things I don't think are any good. Yeah. Alright, bash our way into here. Found a teleporter. Okay, 814. Time to go back and train. Identify our stuff. Seriously, no one can train? Oh well. Anything else I forgot to identify? I don't really need it identified, but I like to know what it is. Fine longbow actually isn't anything. So composite longbow is now going to go to Vala. Now the fine longbow is not magical, but it lets me do strength damage with it. So that means that I'm going to be doing a lot of damage with my bow to attacks turn at range. So that's an extremely powerful item. I could theoretically multiply it and give it to the party, but Vala will only use a bow if you equip it on her before the battle starts, and then if she gets into melee with anything, she'll switch to her sword and shield and won't go back on your own. It's rather annoying, but oh well. Okay, magic memorize. I need to memorize my 2 fireball and haste spells. Bless and prayer. So Bob is going to be doing a lot of damage with that bow. Okay, answer the riddle. The answer is your heart. Oops. Well, he'll tell you the answer. It teleports you to the well, because he'll tell you the answer. I accidentally typed in Hardy. Okay. Alright, and you have to go around all of these stairs, which is pretty crazy. Let's see. Pyrohydras appear. Oh, I need to move Vala to the back of the party now too, so that she'll actually use the bow. Okay, alter order. And Sarah before Bob, so Bob will also be. So the 3 archers are in the back now. Okay. Nothing on this level, let's see. It's hard for me to remember exactly where the 3 keys I need are. Okay, so not on this level. Alright, that's fine. You must keep it after giving it. What is it? Your word? Okay, so not on this level either. Yeah, Stone Skin was a really broken spell. It was really high level, but perfect for something like that. Your breath lights a feather, but you can't hold it for more than 10 minutes. There's a optional dungeon there, which we don't bother with. Okay, and I need to go south first to go get the key. Oh, more Umber Hulks. Fun. And actually, I'll... Let's use up this wand of missiles. Get some guaranteed damage out. Okay, so we got our brass key. What is this, the game of adventure now? Mouth but does not speak, has a bed but never sleeps, is a river. Alright, next level. Okay, the next silver key is on... Okay, that isn't worth it, although it does have a wand, but I'll get by without wands now. Oh, that's not the right area. Okay, of course. Alright. Teleported building. Okay, so that is on the 4th level. I am on the 6th level now. I do have to go through here, so... Alright, used up the wand of magic missiles, finally. That's out of my inventory. Run smoother than any rhyme, loves to fall but cannot climb is water. Raving Madman again. You break it even if you name it as Silence. Graveyard is the worst. Slums you pretty much have to do, really, even in any percentage. It's with the 15 counters, it's faster to grind them out than to try to ignore them and keep getting counters through the game. Let's see, so here I am. Wait. Oh, right. Oh no, I'm not where I think I am. Most of the time it tells you when there's a glow of something like a teleporter or one of the keys around, but it doesn't here. Very annoying. Pyrohydras are among the least dangerous enemies you can encounter. They have a lot of attacks and can do some damage and stuff, but they have... all they do is damage, and we have lots of hit points, so not a worry. Let's see, is any of this any good? Wand of Paralysis, Necklace of Missiles. I'll take another Necklace of Missiles. Oh, and the Bracer's Armor Class 2, so that's one more Armor Class bonus. 10 gems as well as doing... Take the silver key. Yes, yes. Raving Madman is upset. Okay, next riddle, one word. Passes before the sun and makes no shadow. What is it? Wind, isn't it? That one I don't remember as well. Wind, yep. Parlay, give money, because sure, money doesn't matter to us, and then she forces us out. We have to go through there, so I don't know why there's one. There are Gynofinxes on many levels, and you can give them money and they'll give you clues as to where to find the keys, but it's pretty much unnecessary. If you attack any of the Gynofinxes, all the Gynofinxes are then hostile. Casually, that's the good thing to do. It is worth a lot more. For my speedrun, I grind them as soon as possible because it's a lot faster to kill them when they are not more powerful. That is... Yeah, I ought to go ahead and do that one just to get a better weapon for my cleric. 2 long fights, kind of long fights, more Umber Hulks, and I was hoping to kill him before he went off. I was foolish trying. Oh well. This is a +4 flail, though, which is about the best weapon my cleric can use and will allow her to actually contribute in the final fight. So it's worth taking the time for these, just to make her slightly more useful, 2% chance of attacking. Okay, now Sarah wants the flail. None of the rest of this matters. Oh, it is like a shield +3, which is better for Sarah. Okay, and that's that. Answer. You feed it, it lives. You give it something to drink, it dies. That is fire. Okay, final 2 levels of the dungeon. I'm not going to bother with those, so the room with the gold key is... Did I miss it earlier? No, it isn't that. Ah, there it is. Okay, which is that room there, that's right. Okay. Okay. Attack the image to make it stop screaming at us. Another patrol, I think. Yep. I thought I took off my bow. I did not. Darn, not the range. I needed to cast a fireball instead. Can they not reach any of us? That's kind of hilarious. Okay, there they can. Ouch, ouch. That's gonna bounce well. 51! Holy cow. That was not what I wanted to do. Yikes. I can't remember if I can rest safely here, but I'm going to need to... Sheesh, that was a lot of damage. Ah, thank goodness. Okay. More guards have stopped your passage. I actually ought to go ahead and use this for now. Boom, 48 damage because he's a ranger with a sword of giant slaying. Oh, there's another one back there. Woo, disintegrate. I'm so glad that failed. Because I did just save, so it's not like it would totally decimate me, but even so. Okay, that's the end of the Ice Storm Wand. I'm going to go just bow for now. I can do bow fine. Fortunately, I stepped right into the way, but oh well. She's just a cleric anyway. Purple worms. These guys can also auto-kill me, so I have to be a bit wary of that. They have a chance to swallow whole. Good old first edition AD&D monsters and all their chances to auto-kill. I have had it happen largely from fighting Beholders in Curse of the Azure Bonds. They're Disintegrate Ray, which is exactly the same. I think later editions of D&D made it so that if the spell is resisted, you still take huge amounts of damage. What do they have otherwise here? Is it anything useful? 6 random magic items. Longsword, scroll, bracers, mace, probably nothing good. Like, those things tend to max out at like +3. We let the monsters pass. They're running from the purple worms, so we don't care. Okay, we're about to get our +5 weapons for everyone but the cleric. That's okay. Yeah, that's the reason I have one. Okay, no, I don't quite get my +1 sword here. Yeah, it's right before the entrance to the Frost Giant lair. That's right. No? Even further than that, it's the other crevice, so yeah, we're still a ways away. Alright. Western Crevasses. Now this is hilarious. It's a bad place to get an encounter, but you can avoid them just by constantly hitting flee. If you move into the spot closer to them, they catch you. But the minute you go through a thing like that, they disappear. So on a corner, it's really easy to keep away from them, actually. Although it says they'll be following you for a while. Like right here, flee, monsters turn around. Boom, monsters are gone. So it's a little bit more annoying than it was in the mines, where I could just flee, take a step back, and then the monsters disappear. But in the eastern crevices, you'll finally not be able to run away anymore. We could go up that way and get some other things, including some... another event makes the monsters disappear, thank goodness. To rescue the clerk of Flan, Sasha, who gave you stuff in Pool of Radiance missions and things, but this is a speedrun, so we don't have time for that. Oh, I'm going the wrong way, actually. I forgot how they turned me around. This is going to be annoying. Okay. Okay, I know where I am now. I know where I am. The scream of the council member. Now is the path that I turn south. This is going to be an annoying one. Actually, faster to pop through there. Save. Almost might be faster to fight griffins. But probably not. Oh, I conquered the dungeon too. Whoops. And then because of that distraction, I attacked them instead. Oh god, 3 wizards? This is easy. Okay. Yes, that is the order that you play the games in. This is a set encounter we have to do, and there's a lot of them. Okay, excellent. That should be fine. In this speedrun, I use one ranger to do a lot of damage to giants, and pretty much then just 3 fighters because they will get 2 attacks per round much faster. When you're playing casually or 100%, of course, you'll get so much experience. Eventually the paladin will be able to attack twice as well, and they have a lot of uses. But in the speedrun, they generally don't help out enough to make up for their much slower experience leveling. Okay, some poor frost giants attack. While normally frost giants are evil and major adversaries, these ones will eventually be nice after I pacify them. Because their homes are being invaded by the fire giants in the Black Circle, and rather than allying with them, they're trying to... Of course, they don't like the fact that they're trying to melt the glaciers with the fire giants and the dragons and such, the red dragons. I might be able to. It depends on how long it takes me to do Pool of Darkness, though. Right now it would take me probably upwards of 10 hours. That would be in a pretty extreme speedrun. I don't know if I can go that long. Even, it'll take me about 3 hours to finish this, maybe up to 3.5 hours, probably. That's done. Based on the times. And now we get another battle, very annoying. Yes. Okay, we've at least damaged Stolen Mages, so they can't cast this round. I should have just cast a magic missile probably to guarantee, but oh well. Yeah, a lot of undead and a lot of demons too. Paladins would probably be more useful in Pool of Darkness. For this game, they don't give enough benefits to be worth their slowness. I use one in Curse of the Azure Bond speedrun because they actually hit the power curve at level 7 where you get an extra attack every other round at the same time fighters do based on my experience route. So even all paladins could be a potential, or all paladins instead of fighters could be a potential thing, but I like having, there's one section where having 2 fighters, or 3 fighters rather, instead is a little bit more useful for an extra, they get 1 level quicker. Okay, now I need to go east. Encounters are not nearly such a problem here because of so many corners. Slightly annoying, but not a big time loss. I need to remember to do 1 turn the opposite direction, and it's all I need after turning around because of encounters on those corners. Okay, teleporter to the north is very good. Now I can go level as well as rest. 714. So I need to go to 711 to come back. Usually I can remember pretty well where I'm going, but last time I was running this I had a bit of trouble. Doesn't matter, old monsters. I'm almost ready to level again too. I leveled too much. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick thing then, this will be worth it. Oh, whoops. Why did he do that? Oh, because he has the fine longbow, that's right. Because it doesn't have any magic, he thinks that it's much worse than the... That's the biggest problem with this, is leveling. You have to come in here and you have to... and if you level up more than one level, it cuts you back in your experience, and you lose all that experience. Heal. Now, fighters at 13 will get a second attack per round. Unfortunately, you can't talk with the Frost Giants until you meet their leader, so you just have to kill all these groups. Good, I can reach. Oh, that was a pretty good one. Excellent. No, not you. This is actually where I want my ranger to be using the anti-giant sword. 45 damage to giants. He'll one-shot every giant in here. Hopefully I'll remember to cast my buff spells before the big fight. Keep hoping they'll run away, but they don't. They won't charge you. I'm really surprised that woolly mammoths are only 2 squares wide and not a big full 4 block. I mean, they're mammoths. The extra large creatures in this tactical game were, again, you know, not the most logical. But, you know, considering it's a game from the super early 90s, this, there's only so much they could do, and they did really well with what they had, definitely. SSI was always incredibly precise in their rule sets and things, especially for the time period. Wizard's Crown was really insane in the kinds of things that they decided to do. There's no hit points, there are life points, and there's bleeding and injury that you suffer. Okay, last one of these fights. You actually had to turn your facings before you could move and attack everything. Look at back, magnificent. Okay, let's go ahead and cast our spells. Agree to help. Makes travel through here a lot quicker and more useful. Okay, let's go ahead and use... I'm done with the Wand of Ice Storm, so let's use Wand of Lightning. Because I can get a lot of them with that. Pretty hefty damage. Let's see what happens. Darn. Okay, Wizard's taken out, the rest of this fight is easy. Although these Legionnaires can hit even -10 armor classes. Jeez. Oh geez, seriously? Oh well. Luckily it wasn't that powerful of a hit. I take off the longsword versus giants now actually, but oh well. Alright, now I get the treasure, which is like not super necessary at the moment, but let's see. Shield +4, longsword +4. The 3 potions are all extra healing, which should actually be moderately useful going forward. Dungeon. So we can go through the teleporter, and then when we go in, they'll escort us to the other side automatically, I believe. So it prevents you from exploring the rest of the village, but it lets you fast travel through it, which is really nice. Okay, so only got to level her. I wonder how much experience we are from leveling up again. Probably just like 100,000 or something. Yeah. The ranger is not going to get 2 attacks around. You need to get to 15 in order to do that. Now this is a rough place because there's all sorts of lots of encounters. And you can't run from them. Some of the encounters are pretty short, so I can take them, but other times I'm going to have to save and reload a lot because they're too long to fight. Like, more of these frost giants and mammoths take a while. And a lot of AoE resources from either spells or items that I don't want to use up. Yes, this is the sequel to Curse, David. Sorry if I've been delayed in looking over. I'm spending a lot of time concentrating on this screen. Okay. Final Longbow, again, is a really awesome item because it lets you use your strength bonus to for damage to your bow. And since we have girdles of Cloud Giant strength and have 23 strengths, that means I do 1d plus 12 damage, which is pretty extreme. How many? Way too many. Yep. That was a pretty good run without getting an encounter, though. Frost Giants were pacified. I'm so bad at remembering to hit my splits, it's pretty funny. Castle Guards is like the very worst. There's so many of them. A couple of Remoras would normally be a pretty good thing to get. More Castle Guards? No. They are super high level fighters and really like +2 everything and with maximum stats, so they're -6 armor classes and such. 50 hit points even on the lowest difficulty. Take quite a while to get through and do a lot of damage since they have multiple high level attacks as well. Okay, Remoras are usually pretty nice. They can swallow me for instant kills, but there are only a couple of them usually, so... I need to use my other one. Okay, this group I have to fight, unfortunately. I need to take out that longsword, put on this one. A shield as well. Let's see if I get lucky. 1. Better than nothing. And it's actually the more convenient one to hit because I can hit the other two with a fireball. Fortunately. Using melee. That'll be fine. Okay, they can't cast on me, which is the important part. Okay, that was that. No way I can hit the other wizard, but gotta take him out with the lightning bolt. Didn't take him out. Awesome. A low roll and a saving throw. Okay, you can use your bow now at least. I may need to go home and buy more arrows for him actually. I'm starting to run out. Can I see the other one? I cannot. Okay, well. Oh well. He's protected from something. Alright, now I can see that wizard. Oh, blast. I shouldn't have done that. He's protected. Yep. Good thing that saved. There we go. Okay. The fight took a lot longer than I wanted it to. Okay, this actually is not a bad fight. No. Think that's too big a group? Oh geez, yeah. Yep, not worth it. So many big areas you have to go through in this game, though it's not as bad as Pool of Darkness. That's going to be a really hard one to route, because there's so much and I'm not sure what can be skipped or not. And the last battle is so dangerous. I don't remember ever actually being able to beat the final battle in Pool of Darkness. Usually 2 Hydras, which is nothing. That's a set encounter, hilariously. Okay, now I could go to a teleporter, but that would be long and involved. Probably isn't actually all that bad a fight, I think, because it's only like 3 ancient ones, which are... Oh well. That's a bad one. Anything with Cloud Giants is bad. This is a set battle we have to do, or else things get worse later. I want to kill off the dragons so they can't use their breath weapons. They don't do a lot of damage, but it's guaranteed damage. So, guaranteed at least 7 to possibly a group. 14 if we don't make our saves. There we go. Now the giants are easy enough. Again, Remora's big fight. Okay, she attacks, so I'll need to re-equip her bow after this battle. That's the biggest time loss here, actually. Okay, these dragons are a set battle. And this one I go straight. Ah, good. No dragon breath weapons. I should be able to kill this last one before the one guy is accidentally on auto, which is fine. All the heads in these ice caverns are pretty interesting. No castle guards. Just say no to castle guards. Big time waste. Oh my word. I love it when that happens. I get an encounter, I reload, and I get another encounter before I got it the last time. Wow. Come on. That is why we hate dragons. At least dragons in first edition, although you can fight multiple of them in groups like this, they die easily enough. Oh, I need to use one of my added guidance. Oh well. Oh, thank goodness. 70 arrows. I do need to go home before huge white dragons charge you. I love it when they have a battle and then follow it up with another battle. These are little red... Nope, they are big red dragons. I thought they were little ones. Ouch. Thank you for not breathing. White dragons attack. Okay, I'll take that. I was about to just save, but this should be quick enough. Ancient ones are potentially bad, but... I don't know for certain, but finally we're in the final fight and such things. I believe that the Ranger's first edition effect of altering surprise chances is in effect of this game, because a lot of battles my characters seem to go first, an awful lot. So I think that's one of the good reasons to have a cleric, because with all of us going first like this, we probably got a surprise on them. And some of the other games, there are specifically ones where they'll surprise you or not, they'll tell you ahead of time, but with the effect of Rangers, they just seem to make it... That was a really good fireball. They just seem to make it happen, and they don't tell you ahead of time. I'd have to do a lot of testing to see if it doesn't happen, but seems to be the case. Okay, let's cast another fireball. Probably should have cast a haste spell before this big group of fights too, but I'll strike a bit. Oh well. Okay, an ice storm will go next to finish them off. At least the ones that don't get finished off with the bow. Taking a lot of damage. Okay, we can just shoot the rest of them out.
Turned all the way down, and I heard it get quiet, but I had to go to the bathroom.
Well,
Make
it's
it to
okay.
a good saving spot.
But I figured you want me to.
Yeah, I appreciate it. But you know, when it gets that quiet, I'm right above it. Sometimes I can hear it. As long as the furnace isn't running, I can't tell if it's quiet when the furnace is.
Okay. Here's the Great Castle. Oswulf gives us his +5 silver shield and +5 longsword. Okay, now we need these +5 silver shields and longswords for the entire party. So it's time to do some multiplication shenanigans. To remove Jinx again, just because. And now add bags back to the party. I need to go identify those potions and see which ones I need to use. We need to trade these to bags. Move bags from the party, drop the party. Oh, I need to remove Jinx again first. Wondering why there's only one character there. Okay, now Joe gets a sword and shield. David actually did a run of the Champions of Kryn and completed it. And what was your final time on that? Less than 2 hours, I think. Okay, now I need 3 more. Three more shields and 2 more swords is all, so... I forgot to equip his girdle. Jeez. Not that it matters too much. He has been meleeing a whole lot this battle, but... The final few fights of the game is where we especially want this silver shield +5. Oh yeah, Sarah has the... doesn't need the sword. She needs to give that to us. And we take the sword as well since we're already doing this, and it's just a +5 swords, much better than what we've found thus far, so... Don't really need the longsword versus giants anymore either at this point. Okay, view items. A couple of those potions up. Alright, we're okay for HP. Castle penetrated. Alright, I need to go there and then there. So first I need to go home to get some last couple of levels to make this easier. That very first encounter you get is that... Okay, we need to... I can't use the lightning.
Now I can have breakfast. In 4 hours,
You meet his sage, and she wants you to sign this thing, but you don't do that, or else things get in big trouble. You just attack, and that forces this encounter out. We'll get some other random encounters that we pretty much have to fight. Ooh, she gave to the wrong person. Again. What? Doesn't she have the shield equipped? I forgot to equip it, I guess. Okay, well. I traded from her, I didn't equip her. Well, that happens. Okay, no more stoning. Alright, that fight is done. For now, I want your shield equipped so that they can't stone you. So the only people they can stone are Vala and Bob, which hopefully they won't go after. There's 3 of them gone. I want you to hit the closest ones, because they're the ones most likely to try and stone you. Okay, all done. Teleporter. Okay, 3 potions of extra healing, which is good. Everyone else has almost everything identified. So I don't need to worry about what other potions are. Oh, I need more arrows though, that's right. Just a few more. And only for her. Vala is not going to run out, and if she does that, she'll run out right when I need her to anyway. Because I'm probably going to forget to take her bow off before the final fight. Okay. $91 should be enough, plus I have 20 plus 2 arrows that I never use. Okay. More Medusa, charge forward. Oh, I used up my Wand of Lightning. Oh well. You can melee as well. Shoot. Okay, I have to pull that in order to go through this room. That's the last one I actually have to pull, though, since I'm not exploring the entire castle. Okay. I'm teleported to there, which gives me the way up. Remove a trap. Congratulations, Jinx gains experience. Alright. You have to, yeah, you have to remove it to go forward or set it off. So this is the last area in the game where I really need the thief, but that's why you have to have a thief for a couple of places, unlike all the previous games. Speak Steel Eye is the password that makes these iron golems not fight you. All right. We let the witch attack first. And we bash. It's just an illusion. Let's see. Silver bust, so we tried the lock with silver. Speak Oswulf, is that the full name? I need to make sure I'm saying that correctly, because otherwise... Yes, that is how he spells his name. Okay, here's the Medusa and her horde of guys. Let's see. That will get all but one of the clerics. Good. And none of my guys. Okay, 3 big fights left in the game. This is the brass, I believe. Nope, that was the gold key. Oops. Well. That wasn't that bad of a fight, so... Yeah, it's gold. I messed that up. Brass is the last one, even though it's the first key you get, which is a little weird. Silvers, they're all in different order. Okay, here's a big fight. I should have saved before this fight too, but oh well. That's good. Another fireball. He has the bow. Let's see. He has pretty awesome stuff, but I don't need it. Now I try the brass key. One more set fight I almost forgot about. Some hydras in here. Big whoop-dee. Okay, big fight is here. I'm going to actually have Vala drop her bow at this point and use her swords. Let's see, do you have more potions of extra healing? And Sarah's a little down, so let's trade some of these potions to her. Actually, no. It's a lot faster just to have her cast heal on herself. That will put her just 4 points maximum below maximum. That's how it works in 1st edition. Pretty interesting spell. Okay, cast, bless, and prayer. Cast haste. And save the game. Here we go. The Dreadlich. The Dreadlord, the Lich. And he gets to cast immediately. And he gets a hold off. Okay, not, depending on who goes next, might not be the worst thing in the world. Set aim. Let's see, need to fireball that group, so bow him. Okay, he's gone. Okay, cast spell magic. I can't cast now with him. That's terrible. That got rid of a lot of things too. Yep. Okay. And I don't have any spells left. I might want to just reload this battle. I think I'm going to. Not being able to cast first is a pretty big deal for this. This is far and away the hardest fight in any of the Gold Box games up to this point, considering what's available to you at the time, unless you, of course, try to take on Taranthraxis at the very beginning of Pool of Radiance, which is theoretically, technically, a possibility. Okay, I cast all my spells already. Alright, he gets to go first. Use one of his fireballs. He gets to take out 2, that's awesome. Much better start this time. Okay, so I can't throw it on the Dreadlord because he's got like a invisibility or some sort of protection on him. So I have to do it there. Too many saves, but that's a lot of spells cancelled out, thank goodness. Yeah, I can't target him because of invisibility, that's right. Okay, Ice Storm is among the least bad things he can do. I should be attacking giants with him because he will kill the giants very quickly. Oh well. Alright. That's just about it. We have one fight left. Don't really need any of the treasure. We have to destroy his phylactery. His phylactery is guarded, so let's see. Nobody's using bows except for Bob anyway, so now this is, we have to fight a bunch of iron golems and medusas. The medusas are immune to because we all have shields. And the iron golems require +5, +3 or better weapons. Luckily, we all have +5 except for the cleric that is +4. So they're pretty much immune to spells. So at this point, we just set them all to melee. The haste effect is still largely in play, so we get all of our 3 or 4 attacks per round. Just go on auto and let them finish them off here. And this is pretty good, yes. My best practice run was a 310, so this is going to be about a 3-7 something. This is very good. And that's it. Final battle. We destroy the phylactery, the brother's spirit goes, and that's it. That's game, really. This is kind of one of the hardest ones to end, because all of them... Curse of the Azure Bonds actually ends the best. You go to a party screen where you save the game after you're done. But in this one, you have this 2 final battles, and then you destroy the phylactery, and you can continue exploring. Pool of Radiance, after you beat the boss, they automatically send you back to town, so you can go and turn in that, and that's the quest that officially completes the game. After that, you can't use your characters in Pool of Radiance anymore. You have to transfer them onto Curse of the Azure Bonds if you want to reuse them after you've turned in the quest for beating Tyrant Thraxus. So it's a weird thing. But here, I mean, there's a teleporter. I can go through, I can continue exploring, but the game is over. And nobody in town will do anything. They now spend their days permanently partying. Oh no, this is the opposite corner of what I want. Because this well is a perfect, cylindrical thing, so... It's like none of the people are in their houses, they won't sell to you or anything because they're too busy partying. You come through and the mayor says thank you, and... The building is empty, the training master and most of the townsmen are out dancing in the street. You rest for days and they're still out dancing in the street. That's all they do now. So, but that's it. 306.47, my first official run of Secret of the Silver Blades. That was pretty good. Alright, thanks for watching everybody. I guess that's it for my stream today. I will see you all later. I've got a 3-day weekend, so I might do some more streaming maybe tomorrow. But almost certainly I'll do something early morning on Monday, I think, depending on how late I am staying up watching some of my favorite streamers' things that I don't get to on Sunday night. But that's it for me. Again, thanks for everything, and we'll see you later.